Hello everybody, I'm Seth Weissman and welcome to another episode of Safe Real Estate. Today we're going to revisit the subject of whether real estate agents can use the purchase and sale agreement to negotiate a better commission for themselves. And historically, real estate instructors have taught agents you are not allowed to use the contract to negotiate a better commission. It violates license law. You'll get in trouble if you do that. And unfortunately, that might be too much of a black and white answer when the real answer is a little more subtle than that. And to start, license law says you can get in trouble and be sanctioned if what you do is induce any person to alter, modify, or change another licensee's fee or commission for real estate brokerage services without that licensee's prior written consent. And what that has been interpreted to mean is if I am working with a buyer as a buyer agent and I'm getting a crummy commission, if what I do is say to the buyer, hey, look, I'm getting a crummy commission here. Would you help me out by writing something into the offer to pay me more money? I am trying to persuade or convince a third party, being the buyer, to get me a better commission. That would be a violation of license law. But what is now happening in the marketplace is that more buyers are being asked to either pay commissions or to pay the difference between what is being offered by the listing broker and what they have agreed to pay to the buyer broker. And the license law prohibits a buyer agent from inducing another party to negotiate for them. So let's say, though, that in this particular instance, the buyer has agreed to pay the buyer agent 3 chickens as a commission, but what is being offered by the seller is 1 chicken. And the buyer all by themselves says, you know what? I don't want to pay that much money to my buyer agent. I now am going to have to pay them 2 chickens. So what I'm going to do instead is write in a special stip asking the seller to pay my buyer agent the 3 chickens. And can the buyer request that that special stipulation be added to the contract? And I think clearly the answer is no one is trying to persuade them to put that provision in. Instead, they are doing it all by themselves. So there's no inducement. And frankly, in my opinion, there's no violation of license law. And the real challenge that we have in the marketplace now, with buyers being asked to pay more commissions, is I don't know how the Georgia Real Estate Commission, which enforces our license law, is going to easily get to the bottom of what motivated the buyer to put this provision into the contract in the first instance. If the motivation came from the buyer, no violation. If the motivation came from the buyer's agent, you may well have a violation of license law. But rather than just assuming that if someone adds a provision to an offer saying seller shall pay 3 chickens, I would not necessarily be assuming that it is an automatic violation of license law. I hope this episode of Safe Real Estate has been beneficial. As always, it's great to see everybody, and please continue to tune in. Bye now.